Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhasa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhasa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhasa. So yesterday we finished Viradi. Viradi means abstinence or refraining from doing evil actions and wrong livelihood. So that is Viradi. So we have to understand that there is what? Vidamidava, what to the basis that should be avoided. Okay, the basis, the thing that should be avoided. Like we have to say that is immoral bodily action and immoral verbal actions. Also, wrong livelihood. These are the things to be avoided. And also, and then refraining from that they call Vidamidava. Okay, Vidamidava. And then its opposite is Videkamidava. Videkamidava. Videkama means committing. The things to be committed. That is what evil or immoral bodily action, verbal action, something like it, killing, stealing. So in brief, they say that others' life, others' property, others' spouse, okay, others' wife. So they are the object of a violation, okay, object of violation of the rules. So Videkama is bodily immoral action, verbally immoral actions, and also wrong livelihood. So there is a Jitana, so volition with which we violate the rules. Okay, we commit, we do immoral bodily verbal actions as well as we make a livelihood. So Vidadi is a refraining from, okay, refraining from such things. So that one we have to understand. So if we refrain from doing something wrong or wrong livelihood or wrong actions, then we ourselves also, whenever we remember our actions, so our action of refraining from, so then we really appreciate ourselves. Okay, self-appreciation we can enjoy. So in that very tough condition, for example, I manage to restrain myself. I manage to refrain from doing such evil actions, even in a very, very life and death conditions. So some conditions are, as yesterday I already told you that the story of the farmer, he go to the mountain and over there he encountered with a python. So he is nearly killed, swallowed by the python. Even though he has a knife in his hand, he threw away the knife just to refrain from killing that snake, venomous snake, poisonous snake. So that is very life and death condition. So maybe if we are there, we may not, we may try to escape by killing other living beings. So just to save our life, okay. But for that Upasaka, lay disciple, so because of he understands that there is a, he take a precept on that day. So even at the rest of his life, he trying to keep his precept by refraining from killing, even at the rest of his life. So that is very remarkable. Okay. So some people, they say that it is okay to refrain from doing so long as it does not harm to our life, to our properties, to our beloved persons. Okay. So if they are harmful to our life, to our properties, we will not be patient. Okay. We will not be able to refrain from doing such things like killing, stealing, and so on. Some people also this and many people they say that in Myanmar we have one of the saying is that Uma Dauma Dila Sound. Uma means the stomach. Only when we are full our stomach and our stomach. So it means we have enough food to eat. So then we can observe a precept like that. So actually what the Buddha taught is regardless of whether you have enough food or your life is in a better condition or whatever condition, worse condition, doesn't matter. Refraining is observing precept or refraining from doing immoral actions, also refraining from making wrong livelihood. That is a timeless condition. In whatever conditions we can fulfill. So what do you treasure more? Okay, is the more important. So sometimes we treasure our life. Okay, we treasure our life more than the precept. So more than the refraining from doing. So maybe next day, today I will break the rules. Maybe next day I still have many days to live. Then I can keep a more precept in the other day. So in this way, also people trying to make an excuse. So for their lack of restraint or lack of refraining from doing evil actions. So, but so those who are really established faith in the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, and also Karma is a result. They know very thoroughly. They know very well. They really understand about the cause and effect, about the danger of such immoral actions and immoral livelihood. Then, so they, even at the risk of their life, even at the risk of their properties, they trying to keep they make a right choice to refrain from doing evil things. So that is that we need what? Strong faith. Okay, strong faith and strong understanding, very deep understanding. So for those who become an arahant already, so because their wisdom is at the highest level, and also they already eradicated all mental defilements. That's why, so even though at the risk of their life, they don't violate any rules. So like Venerable Moggallana, Venerable Maha Moggallana, so he was beaten to death by 500 thieves, robbers. But he just keep silence. He just bear the pain. Okay, so refrain from harming the others. Okay, so that is about the Venerable Moggallana. So also there are many remarkable stories like that, the true stories. Okay, not the legend, but the true stories are there to take a precept or to refrain from doing evil actions. So let me share. Let me share the screen. How to do it? Okay, wait a moment.
Sayadaw, can you share it?
Yeah?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can. Wait a moment. So we are going to another one. Okay, that is another one that today we are going to talk about the appamaññā. Okay, appamaññā. Appamaññā is appamana. Pamana means a limit. Appamana, no limit. Okay, no limit, no boundary. Okay, now you see. Okay, Cetasika chapter here. Sambayoga. Akusala Cetasika Sambayoga. Oh, let's go. Okay, here. Number 8. Karuna Mudita. Appamaññā yo namadi. Sabathapi. Paññindriyena sade. Panja visati me Cetasika sobanadi viridaba. Panja visati 25. Panja is 5. Visati 20. Image Cetasika, these mental concomitants numbering 25. So they are called, they should be known Veditava as what? Sobanadi, as a beautiful mental concomitants. So far we have finished 19 beautiful universal mental concomitants. And then yesterday we finished 3 Vidati Cetasika restraint. So refraining or abstinence from the wrongdoing. So altogether we get 22. Okay, 22 beautiful mental concomitants you already got. Okay, so many. How many you got? You may you may consider. You may check yourself how many beautiful mental concomitants you got. So all of them, or maybe some of them, how many percentage you got. So if you got all of them, you will be very, very beautiful. In mind, your mind is beautiful, then the beautiful mind will produce beautiful materialities, Ceta matters. Then your appearance, complexion become very beautiful and brighter than ever before. So please try to check. So then today we go to another 3. That is Karuna, Mudita, and then the last one, Paññā. Karuna, compassion, Mudita, appreciated joy, and then paññā. Paññā is a wisdom. Paññā or paññā, the same thing. So altogether we will get 25 beautiful mental concomitants. So among these 3, Karuna and Mudita, they are known to be appamaññā. Appamaññā yo nama. Appamaññā, here I told you, is divided appamana. Pamana means measurement or limit. Okay. Means no limit. So there is no limit of sentient beings. So when this Karuna, Mudita arises in our mind, we go beyond the boundaries, beyond the limits. So we don't make a limit. So only I will have a Karuna only to this person or to that person. There is no such a limit. I will have a Karuna. Wait a moment. Okay, I will have Karuna, compassion, and mudita, appreciated joy, only to this person or that person. We don't have such a limit. Go beyond the boundary. Okay, go beyond the limit. So that is that's why it is a called appamaññā. So some people they say, "Oh, I will take only this person as an object. I will not take that person or another person into as my object." So some people they say, so I will send a loving kindness, metta, only to my beloved person, excluding my enemy. So enemies are also the object of a metta, karuna, mudita. Okay. So, but we should not exclude. If we exclude some of them or any one of them, then that is no longer appamaññā. It will not reach to the level of appamaññā, measureless. And also when we take a basim as the object of a compassion or appreciated joy or loving kindness or equanimity, so then other day some people they say, I would send a loving kindness or metta or karuna, compassion or mudita, appreciated joy, only upper part of the body or lower part of the body and so on. We cannot make we should not make such a limit. Okay. So in terms of the number of the being, okay, it is measureless. And also in terms of parts of the basin, okay, parts of the bodily parts of the basin. Maybe some people they say loving kindness only do the eye, okay, only do the eye. So that is not okay. Only do the ear, only do the nose and face and so on. That will not be appamaññā. So when we develop that kind of divine abiding, is it also called Brahma Vihara? Brahma means divine, Vihara means abiding. The way the divine beings abide by, the way the divine beings live with these metta, karuna, mudita, and upekkha. So that's why they are known to be Brahma Vihara, maybe Brahma Vihara as well. So mostly there are 4 kinds of Brahma Vihara. Okay, noble abiding or divine abiding, or noble way of living, or divine way of living, also measureless. So metta, karuna, mudita, and upekkha. But here in this Cetasika chapter, Karuna and mudita are specifically given as an appamaññā because metta already explained with the name under the name of the adosa. Okay? Even though all the adosa absence opposite to the anger, even though absence of the anger all the time may not be metta, but the metta is adosa. Okay, adosa may area of adosa may be wider or larger in the scope, but the metta is there. Metta, whenever we say metta, that is adosa. That's why adosa cetasika. With the adosa cetasika, we already include the metta. With the dadara majadada cetasika, we already included upekkha. Okay, that's why these 2 Brahma Vihara are not mentioned here. Okay, only karuna and mudita are described here as appamaññā. Okay, understand? So 4 Brahma Viharas are included here. So all of them should be developed without any measurement, without making any limit, any boundary. We should break all the boundaries. Okay? So here, firstly, the word karuna. Okay, karuna is paradokhi sati sadhunam hadaya kambanam karodi di karuna karodi di karuna. So karodi, that tends to make what? The heart, tends to make the heart shaking. So the heart of a which person? The heart of a virtuous person, the virtuous of the heart of a good natured person. When they encounter or when they see or when they hear the other beings are in suffering in a miserable conditions. When you see someone is in a miserable condition, physically, mentally, or economically, so then you can bear. You cannot stand. You cannot turn your head away from that kind of person. Okay, because they are striking by the misery. So your heart is moved. Okay, your heart is moved, shaked. So because of the karuna. So that karuna, compassion, compassion makes your heart move when you see other people are in a miserable condition. So that's why that kind of a mental concomitant is called karuna. The mental concomitant that makes your heart move. That makes your heart moved when you see other people are in a miserable conditions. So that is the meaning of karuna. And also it has a characteristic of the paradokha appamaññā lakkhana. It has a characteristic of removing others' suffering. Okay. When it arises in your mind, you want to remove, you want to, you have a desire, you have an intention to remove others' misery, others' sufferings. Okay, that is characteristic of the karuna. So when you see people are suffering, people are poor, they are striking by the poverty, they have nothing to eat, no place to sleep, and also no enough clothing when the weather is very strong. Other than you want to save them. Okay, so in this way, your heart become moved. Your heart is moved. So that is what the nature, the characteristic of the karuna. Paradokha sa appamaññā lakkhana. So and also it has a function of the asahana rasa. It has a function of a non-endurance. You can endure to see others people's suffering. Okay, you can endure. Asahana, sahana means endurance. Asahana means cannot endure. Paradokha asahana rasa. Paradokha asahana rasa. So,
s-
yeah.
yes, paradokha asahana rasa. Yes, Sayadaw.
Paradokha asahana rasa. Paradokha sahana. If we divide the asahana, okay. So also, avihingsa paccupatthana. It manifests, it appears in our mind as a absence of cruelty. Absence of cruelty. The vihingsa means cruelty. So when the karuna arises, there is no presence of the cruelty. We can simply say, positively say, the presence of the humanity. So humanity, mind, humanity, the spirit appear. So we can, when we contemplate on the karuna, then when it arises in our mind, we can see karuna as what avihingsa, absence of the cruelty, absence of the violence. So also we can see the presence of the humanity become. So that is avihingsa, pachupatthana. And also another Bhadatthana is Dukkha Buddhana Anatta Bhava Dasana Bhadatthana. So it is a proximate cause is seeing what? Seeing desperate nature, so anatta bhava, helpless nature of the beings who are striking by the suffering or miserable condition. So you see the state of, you see they are what? Helpless nature. They are in the helpless condition, okay, desperate condition. So because they are striking by the suffering, they are afflicted with the disease and sufferings. So then other day, yoniso manasikara. Okay, that is what do we call is yoniso manasikara, paying wise attention to see their helpless nature when they are striking by the sufferings. So that the proximate cause for the rising on the karuna. So also karuna here in the commentary, the word karuna is explained in another two ways. One way is first one, I already told you that the mental concomitant that making your heart moved when you see other people are suffering. So another definition is kinadi pradukkha hesati vinasati karuna. Karuna is the mental concomitants that destroy, dispel, or remove other people's suffering. That is called karuna. And also another definition is Kiriyadi Dokhi Desu Parana Wasena Pasariyadi di Karuna. So Karuna is spreading your mind to the your compassionate mind to the people or beings who are suffering. Okay, that is also Karuna. So in the Atasalini as well as in the Visuddhimagga, it is explained in three ways. So that is only for the sadhunam. Sadhunam is for the virtuous person, for the good person. So only do the good persons. When they see other people are suffering, they can't bear. They want to remove, or they want to save these people from that kind of a misery. Other people, some people, they are not good, not kind-hearted person. So they may be happy when they see other people are suffering. So also, even they put all the blame on that person. Okay, they are suffering because they are so bad, like that. So we may have if we don't have a wise attention, instead of having karuna, instead of letting karuna arise in our mind, there will arise a kind of dosa. Okay, we even happy to see other people suffering. Okay, that is not good.
I'm sorry, Sayadaw. You see, when we are not in the wise attention,
when we are not with the wise attention, when we are not with the when we are not a kind-hearted person, even we will be happy to see other people are in the suffering. So they are suffering a lot. Then we even happy. So because of we want to enjoy other people's suffering. Okay, so that is not good. Because of they are not kind-hearted person. Also, it is a lack of the yoniso manasikara. Ayoniso manasikara. And why the tension is there? So that's why instead of arising karuna, they may have what lova or any other what unwholesome in the states there may arise. So that's why in the commentaries they explain that paradukhe sati sadhunan for the kind-hearted person, okay, for the virtuous person. So the heart of the virtuous person will be moved by the sight of the other people's suffering. That is a karuna. So then opposite to the karuna is the perfection of the karuna is, and also defect of the karuna. We have to understand. Perfection of the karuna is vihensa upasamo tassa sambati. Vihensa upasamo. Vihensa upasamo. Vihensa. Vihensa means what? Dosa. Okay, anger. Upasama means coming down or removing removal of the anger is the perfection of the karuna. Okay, when we see other people are suffering, you don't arise dosa. You don't let the dosa arise in your mind. Rather, you let the karuna arise in your mind. So that it goes perfection of the karuna. So, and then defect of a karuna is that when other people are suffering, so when you see other people, they are in the midst of the suffering, then instead of having karuna, happening karuna, what you have is a soka, sorrow. Okay, sorrow is a defect. Okay, not perfection. Sorrow is a dosa. Okay, so one of the nature of a dosa. So when the dosa or sorrow arises at that time, karuna, it is sometimes we may misunderstand soga as a karuna. For example, our beloved person, when they are suffering, when they are in poverty, or when they are striking by the disease, then we feel sorrow. So that is a sorrow, soga, not the karuna. Okay, so don't misunderstand soga as a karuna. So, but the thing, the line between these two may be very, very thin. Okay, so that's why we have to be able to differentiate whether it is a soga or karuna. When our mind is leaning towards a soga, then we have to put it back into the level of the karuna. Okay? So soga sometimes may disguise as a karuna. Okay. Lakkhana rasa. So sometimes you may be able to remove, you may be able to save other people from the suffering. So sometimes you may not be able to. Okay, you may not, but whatever it may be, whether you are able to remove or not, the manner of the mind, the state of the mind is that you want to remove other people's suffering, you want to save other people from the suffering. So that kind of a mentality is a karuna. Karuna is a nature, a being in our mind. So opposite to karuna is a dosa, vihensa. Okay, vihensa want to torture other people, want to make a harm to the another being. But the karuna is he don't want. when the karuna arises, we don't want to torture, we don't want to harm to other people, physically, mentally, or psychologically also. Rather, we want to save other people from that kind of suffering. That is a karuna. So when we contemplate on the karuna, so then it may appear as opposite to the vihimsa. That's why Pachupatthana is that avihimsa. Okay, avihimsa, Pachupatthana, absence of cruelty, also presence of humanity appear in our mind. It appear as the presence of a humanity or absence of the cruelty in our mind. So here also in the case of the karuna also we can have a what kama vajara and rupa vajara. So karuna bhava bhaga, karuna bhovengama, before we attain the jhana, okay, while we are developing compassion, okay, at the time. So we take it other people who are suffering, Dokita Sattawa, Dokita Satta, Doki beings who are striking by the poverty or suffering. So taking these beings as an object, we develop karuna in our mind. So, but the other day, jhana fetters are not yet fully developed. So that time, it is called karuna, bhava bhaga. The bhava bhaga, preliminary. We are in the preliminary stage. Do the karuna meditation, karuna jhana. Okay. So at that time, it is what the kama vajara. Okay, kama vajara citta. So when we, when all the jhana fetters are fully developed, so taking dukkha beings suffering, beings who are suffering as an object, then at that time karuna jhana is there. Okay, abana. Okay, that at that time it is, our mind is a rupa vajara jhana. So then for the meditator, if you take the jhana, then there also you can see a karuna. Okay, in the jhana citas. Okay, when the karuna meditation is developed. So and also if you are pure sukha vipassaka, pure inside meditators, at that time when you see other people are suffering, then there the karuna arises. Then you have to observe the nature of karuna. Okay, that time it will appear in your mind as what? Absence of the cruelty or presence of the humanity. So Dokita Sattawa. So in the Visuddhimagga, when we study Visuddhimagga over there, karuna. So in the case of the karuna, they are mentioned karuna idabha rupam. So karuna bhavana. When you develop a karuna, so the object that we have to take, we have to the basin satta paññā. So sentient being we have to take as an object is dukkha sattawa. Okay, so beings who are in a miserable condition, we take it this basin as an object that we can develop. So starting from this basin, we can extend the level of the scope of the karuna until it becomes boundless. Okay, and also sometimes we don't see any basin who is really suffering. So at that time also, even to the people, beings who are in a good condition, sukhita. But even though he is in a very good condition, economically or health or wealth and so on, But he is doing wrong thing, evil actions. Okay. Other day we can develop. Okay, we can develop a karuna on that basis. So with the simile, it is explained in the Visuddhimagga with the simile of a person who is criminal, who is sentenced to death. Okay, so in that simile also, so the person now is happy in a good condition. He has enough food and place and so on. So, but he is doing evil things. As a result of doing evil things, he will suffer a lot in future. After death, he will be born in a hell or one of the woeful states. So over there, he will encounter enormous suffering. So taking in this way or reflecting the result of a agusala, that he will suffer in the future time. So then even to the Sukhita Bhasin, we can develop a karuna as well. Okay. So in this way, karuna, how the way to develop a karuna is explained in the Visuddhimagga as well. So, but the main object is the Dukkhiya Sattva. Okay, people who are suffering. But if we don't see any people who are suffering miserable condition, then we can see people who are doing evil actions, contemplating on the result of evil actions. We can develop karuna, do these as well. So then that is karuna. Then next one is a mudita. Mudita. Mudita is what? What is mudita? So just now I already told you, karuna, fake karuna is a soga. Okay, soga. Some people, when our beloved person they are suffering, then we have a soga, sorrow. Okay, even though it is quite similar to the karuna, but it is not really nature of a karuna, but it is a soga because so. If there is a karuna, your mind is not defined. Okay, your mind is not defined, but just pure mind. Okay? When the soga arises, your mind is defined. Okay, when you see someone is suffering, other than soga arise, then you may pay attention to your state of the mind. The mind is not clear, not pure, not bright. Then that is a soga. Okay. So when the karuna arises, then it has no impurity. Okay. The mind is very pure and also very bright and clean. Okay. Because when the Buddha talk about the soga, so the Buddha explained that. So when we see our relative, our beloved persons who are striking by the losses, loss of wealth, loss of health, loss of relatives, and so on. And also they are striking afflicted with the disease. So other day soga arises. Okay. Then when the soga arises, our mind is defined. So that is the nature of agusala and wholesome. Okay. So to be able to differentiate between soga and karuna, that point also we have to remember. Next one, mudita. Okay, mudita is explained as a more than the taya tasamengino di mudita. So mudita is a kind of mentality that makes the person who possess, okay, the person who possess happy. Okay, appreciate. So that's why that is a called mudita. That kind of a mentality is a called mudita. So that state of that state of mind make us appreciate. Make us appreciate. So also mudita itself also appreciate on the possession of the other, on seeing other people who are in a better condition, in a better shape, and also what in a prosperous condition, healthy condition. So mudita itself also appreciate. So and also just appreciation, also mudita. Okay, mudita, that way we have to understand. When we see other people, they are prosperous, happy, in a good condition, better condition, we feel happy. Okay, we are able to laugh with these people. We are able to appreciate with others' possessions and positions that they call mudita. Okay. So regarding the characteristics, it has a characteristic of the pamodana lekhana, pamodati. It has a characteristic of the finding delight on the sentient beings who are in a happy condition, who are in the happy condition, happy, prosperous. So, like our mind is a very, very strange. Sometimes when we see other people, they are happy, prosperous, healthy, strong, and also they hold a high status. Then mostly, if we are lack of a mudita, we cannot appreciate. Rather, we feel upset or jealousy arises. Okay, mostly jealousy arises. Isa. Okay, Isa arises in our mind. When we see other people, why he get like this? Why I don't get it? It should be my position. So I should have this one. He should not have. So in this way, Isa arises. Mostly Isa arises when we have failed to have a proper attention. But with the presence of the mudita, our mind is really positive. Okay, positive to appreciate. We are ready to appreciate other people's positions, possessions, happy conditions. No. That is a characteristic of the mudita. So opposite to the person who is jealous. Okay, opposite to the person who is jealous. So that's why. So it's a character. Its a function is provided here as a anisayana rasa, na isayana rasa. Okay, anisayana rasa. Isayanasa, usuyanasa, patipaka bhava kecha. It has a function of the opposing to the jealousy, opposing to the jealousy. Anisayana. So it anisayana rasa. We can destroy or we can remove envy or jealousy from our mind when the mudita arises. And then Pajupatthana, it appears in our mind as Arati Vigada, Pajupatthana, Arati Vigada, Pajupatthana. Arati means finding no delight. We find no delight, okay, on the others' possessions, others' happy condition. So others, they are glorious condition. So we cannot bear, we can endure. So when we see other people, they are in a good condition, we cannot find delight. Okay, we cannot be happy. We cannot appreciate. That they call arati. Arati vigada. Vigada means destruction of that kind of arati. So we have another kind of arati as well. So this arati is we cannot be happy with the other people's positions and possession. That is also arati. Another oddity is so when we live in a forest monastery, okay, so other than we are not happy, so quiet, okay, so lonely, so we can't bear. That is also oddity. And also, when we practice a meditation, either samatha or vipassana, concentration or insight meditation, other than we are not happy. That is also oddity. But that sort of oddity is not applicable in this context. Okay. So first oddity is a parasambati oddity. So finding no delight on the others, being not happy with the others' positions and possession or perfections, that one is what the oddity we need to take in this context. That oddity is dispelled, removed, or destroyed. So when we contemplate on the mudita, so that mudita in our mind, that mudita will appear in our mind as what? Destruction of the oddity, destruction of the finding no delight or no delight on the others' positions and possessions, the others' happiness. Okay, that's why we have to remember. So it is the benefit, okay, benefit. So that the oddity will be removed by the presence of the mudita. Okay. So and then also Badadhana. Proximate cause of the mudita is Sadhana Sampati Dasana Badadhana. It has a proximate cause. Proximate cause by seeing, okay, by seeing the perfection of the other beings, sentient beings. So when we see, so as I told you before, if we don't have a yoniso manasikara, wise attention, when we see other people's position, high position, and also high status, and also happy condition, other than envy arises, isa arises, because of the ayoniso manasikara. But here, because of the yoniso manasikara, we see others' perfection, but because of the yoniso manasikara, mudita arises. We can appreciate the joy arises in our mind. So the perfection of the mudita is the calmness of the arati, okay, calmness of the finding no delight in the other's possession. That is the perfection of the mudita. Okay, and also the defect of the mudita is called bahasa sambhava. What is a bahasa? Okay, bahasa here is explained. So when we see other people, they are rich, prosperous, and healthy, and happy conditions, and also, so when we see others' possession, also when we see happy people, other time, so sometimes yoniso manasikara, wise attention does not arise. Rather than wise attention, ayoniso manasikara and wise attention tend to arise. Other than what happened to us is we have an attachment, okay, attachment to others' properties. We want to possess that things as ours. We want to have. So this should be mine, like this. I want to get. So that is tanna loba. Okay. So at that time, so basing on the tanna, basing on the loba, then there is a somanasa arises, BD also arises. Okay, that BD, okay, because if you see millionaire, okay, then you think, he is millions and millions of dollars and so on. When you think, I also have, you can imagine, you imagine that if I have, then lobha arises. Then depending on lobha, you continue to think, then there is a BD arises. That BD is what? Arises depending on the sensual pleasures. Okay. So that kind of how to say, happiness, okay, also alertness, also lightness of the mind. So we are so, how to say, energetic. So other time, or when we see other people, so they are rich because they try hard. So if I do also, I get expect to be rich and so on. Then in this way, we are very, very excited or energetic. So that is called bahasa. Okay, bahasa. So if we consider that bahasa, so that is according to in terms of ultimate reality, it is led by the lobha. Okay, so lobha sagata ceta or lobha mula ceta arises. Then the arising of that kind of a bahasa or consciousness and mental concomitants led by the lobha. That is what the defect of the mudita. Okay, defect of the mudita. Very subtle mental state. Sometimes if we, there are two conditions. One condition is that if we see other people's happy condition, prosperous condition, then because of the ayonism nasikara, there can be envy or jealousy. That is the one thing. Another thing is that it would be better if these things are mine. So to get this kind of property, to reach to that state, so I will do the same thing and so on. In this, I will do this way and that way and so on. Then we can, we become so energetic. Okay, so then that is also one of the because of that's also the condition happen depending on the ayonisomanasikarā. Okay, not the mudita. It is not the mudita. Only when yonisomanasikarā arises, there is a mudita. So for the lobha or bahasa, it arises because you consider, you pay attention to yourself, self-centered thought. Okay, self-centered thought. You focus on yourself. So that is called bahasa. Mudita is you don't pay attention. You don't take yourself as an object. Okay, but rather other people, sukhita sattva, sukhita beings you take as your object. Okay, that is mudita. That's why we should not be. That is mudita, fake mudita. Sometimes we say fake bahasa is a fake mudita. Okay, bahasa. So for the mudita also, there is the upajara samadhi, appana samadhi. Okay, if we practice the mudita jhana, okay, taking sukhita being as object, we trying to develop jhana factor. So then you may attain the jhana. Then at the moment of the nibbana concentration, there is a kama vajara. And then at the moment of the absorption concentration, so that is rupa vajara. In this way, when you contemplate on these, on the mudita, in the kama vajara level or rupa vajara level, you can see these characteristics, function, manifestation, their nature, how do they arise, how do they disappear, so you can understand. That is about the Karuna and Mudita. So Ubeka we already talked about in the Tata Majadada. Metta we already talked about the in the case of the where in the case of the Adosa. So another thing, the last one is Amoha Paññā. Okay, Amoha or Paññā here mentioned is a paññā indriya. Paññā is a wisdom, indriya faculty. Because when the wisdom play the leading role, so then that is what? That is called paññā. So paññā play the leading role. Paññā faculty also we say. Paññā is explained as what? Here, Bhajanaditi paññā. Bhajanadi means no. So the Dhamma, the mentality, the mental concomitance. It is a kind of mental concomitance that tends to know things very clearly. That's why it is called paññā. Then what are the things to be known clearly? I mentioned Idam Dukkha, the Four Noble Truth. Okay. Knowing dukkha as a dukkha. This is dukkha, suffering. This is the cause of suffering. Okay, this is the cessation of a suffering. And also this is the way leading to the liberation from the suffering. So that is also they call paññā. Also in the another commentary that they are explained that paññā beti di paññā, it makes us know clearly. So wisdom, paññā is a mental concomitant that makes us know very clearly about what? About anicca, dukkha, anatta, asubha, okay, impermanence, suffering, no-soul nature. So without paññā, without wisdom, we will not be able to know. So with the light of wisdom, we come to realize. Now, you see, citta arises and also dissolve. Lobha arises and dissolve. Saddha arises and dissolve. Then it is impermanence. So not just by the hearsay, we understand not just by the hearsay, but through our own seeing, through our wisdom. So with the rising of the wisdom, we pay attention, and also with the light of wisdom, we come to realize the real nature of our mentality, materiality. That's why wisdom is the Dhamma or mental concomitant that make us know about the nature of the impermanent, suffering, as well as a no-soul. Okay, so then that's one. Paññā is a characteristic of the paññā is yatha sabhava pativeda lakkhana paññā. Yatha sabhava pativeda lakkhana. So sabhava pativeda. So penetrative understanding of the things as they really are. Okay. So mostly we understand things not as they really are, but as we want to, as the way we want to understand. We're trying to understand as we like, okay, not as they are. Okay, that's a problem. So long as we interpret, we understand things as we like, then we will be far away from the truth. So, but the wisdom, with the light of wisdom, we come to understand. We will be able to understand things as they really are, like anicca, dukkha, anatta, So universal characteristics we come to know very clearly. So also individual characteristic or specific characteristic of the each Dhamma. Now we study about the paññā. So paññā has a characteristic of the penetrating understanding of the things as they really are. Then that is what we understand the real nature of the Dhamma, okay, with the light of wisdom. So it is also Akalita Badiweda Lakanowa, Akalita, unmistakable, no mistaking. So unpenetrated understanding without Akalita means without failure, without mistaking. So sometimes we think we understand this thing or that thing penetratively, but the way we understand or we interpret is wrong. Okay, that is called kalida. Kalida means miss or slip. Okay, so akalida means not slip, not slipping away from the truth. Okay, as it is. Like here explained, the commentator explained in the Visuddhimagga, they are explained that Kusala Aisasa Kaita Usu Padivido we are like a very skillful archer. So he shoot the arrow. Okay, he shoot the arrow. He shoot with the arrow. So that arrow shooting by the very skillful archer will hit the target without missing. Okay, will directly hit to the target. So also with the help of the wisdom, so the wisdom of paññā make us penetratively understand things as they really are. So that is a characteristic, and also it has a function of the Visaya Obhasana Raso. Visayo Bhasana Raso. It has a function of the function of the lightning. Okay, function of the lightning, function of the lightening the object. Light. So with the wisdom, so the objects are there. With the wisdom or without wisdom, with the presence of the wisdom or absence of the wisdom, the objects are there. So the difference is that without the light of a wisdom, we don't see the object clearly. Okay. So, but with the light of the wisdom, we see the object very clearly. Like with the example, it is explained with the example of the light. Okay? Oil lamp. Suppose ancient time there is a oil lamp, but the oil lamp is there in the room which is covered, fully covered, fully roofed. There is no light at all. Only darkness is in there. Once we light the lamp, we switch on the light, then what happens? Everything that exists in that room become very clear, very obvious. So also, when we switch on the light, when we switch on the wisdom in our mind, then we see the things, mentality, materiality, physical body, each part of it, inner part or outer part of our body, we can see very, very clearly, like lightening the lamp. Okay, so it has wisdom has a function of the lightening the object. Okay, then number 3 is a Paccupatthana. Asamoha Paccupatthana. Asamoha means no delusion. So when there is a wisdom, we are not deluded. Okay, we are not deluded. Our mind is no longer deluded. So, like a word, Aranyagata Sudhi Sako we are. So sometimes we are in the forest. Okay, we are in the forest. So then, without the guide, Okay, without the guide, we will be in the wrong way. Okay, we will be in the total darkness of the forest. We will lose the way. But with the light, with the help of the guide, the skillful guide in the forest road, forest way, then we can reach to the destination, to our destination without any pain. So also here, wisdom appear in our mind as lack of or absence of the delusion. Absence of the delusion. Also, moha bajupatthana. Padadhana is here. Samadhi, padadhana, samadhi. Concentration is the proximate cause for the arising of the wisdom. So the Buddha also said, Samahito bhikkhave yatha buddham bhajanati means the concentrated, if you are concentrated, then you can see things very clearly. Okay, so that therefore we can understand that samadhi is a proximate cause for the arising of the wisdom. So wisdom don't confuse with the other things. Okay, wisdom is what about the understanding about the Four Noble Truths, okay, and also understanding the true nature, specific and common characteristic of the mentality, materiality, okay. So that is about wisdom. So in the Milinda Paññā, so in the Abhidhamma also, it is explained that Nati, in the Sutanta also they are mentioned Nati Paññā Samma Ava. There is no light. Okay.
I'm sorry, Sayadaw. Could you please repeat the Pali again?
Nati Paññā Samma Ava. Nati Paññā Samma Ava. There is no light which is equal to wisdom. Okay, there is no light which is equal to wisdom. Okay. So the Nati Paññā Samma Ava, and also in the Abhidhamma also they are mentioned Paññō Bhasa Samo Obaso Nama Nati. There is no light which is similar to the light of wisdom. Okay, so it is here. It is explained in the Abhidhamma that it is true that so for those who possess inside knowledge, so only by one sitting, okay, he can see what? He can see the whole universe, okay, the whole 100,000 universe. So, and also, so with that the light of wisdom,
Sorry, how many lokas, Sayadaw?
100,000,
Oh.
1,000, 10,000, okay. 10,000 is what?
10,000 or 100,000, Sayadaw?
10,000, okay.
Oh, okay.
10,000 universe. The universe is, how to say, system. 10,000 system of the world. So he can light. So with that, inside the wisdom, inside knowledge, he can see through. Okay, 10,000. Okay, 10,000 world systems. Okay.
Sorry, Sayadaw, you're talking about the Vipassana knowledge or here only talking about the Paññā?
Vipassana knowledge, with inside knowledge. Person who possesses inside knowledge. Okay, then it is explained in the Abhidhamma Athasalini. Okay, Athasalini, Athagata, page number 165, 166. So in the Milinda Paññā also they are explained that Bhanuva Nagasena explained that. So with the simile or the light. So suppose there is the room or a house, it is in the total darkness. So when we bring a light into the house, so what happened? So that light will remove darkness, and also happen the light, made the light inside the room, and also it showed everything over there. So also, so when the wisdom arises in our mind, it destroys the avidya, darkness of the ignorance, and also it produces the light of wisdom, okay, and also it makes Four Noble Truths know very clearly. So that's why this wisdom take the Brahmada Dhamma as object, know the Brahmada Dhamma make people know Brahmada Dhamma very clearly, and also make people know Four Noble Truths as they really are. That's why it is also mentioned Obasana Lakhana also. Obasana Lakhana, Yathavadi Veda Lakhana, or Bhajanana Lakhana. So Bhajanana, knowing things as they really are. As they really are here means is a kusala, wholesome or unwholesome. This is the Dhamma to be developed, not to be developed. These are inferior Dhamma or superior Dhamma, white Dhamma or what dark Dhamma and so on. So we can know the Dhamma is very clear. The nature, Dhamma here means nature of the things very clearly. So Yatha Sabhava Pati Veda Lakhana. Okay, Dhamma Sabhava Pati Veda Lakhana, knowing, penetratively knowing the Dhammas as they really are, and also when they know without any mistaking, Akalita Pati Veda Lakhana. Okay. So this is a wisdom. Badadhana, Prasimeko is what? Prasimeko is here mentioned. In the case of the Vipassana, that is Samadhi is, okay, Samadhi Badadhana. Samadhi is the cause for the arising of the paññā, Vipassana paññā. So when in the case of the Dana Sila Samadhi, in the case of the, so suppose sometimes taking Dana Sila, okay, generosity or offering or morality or concentration as an object, then at that time, so these objects also can be proximate cause, okay, for the dana, for the paññā to arise. Okay, so that is how Sayadaw here explained that. So Samadhi, Upajara Samadhi, Appana Samadhi, also Khanika Samadhi, Vipassana Samadhi. So they are the proximate cause for the arising of the Vipassana Jnana. So, but in the case of, in the other context, so when the wisdom take the Dana, Sila, Samadhi as an object, so these Dana, Sila, Samadhi object can be proximate cause for the wisdom to arise. Also, Sayadaw mentioned that Yoniso Manasikara also can be the proximate cause for the wisdom to arise. So this is about the what paññā indriya. Altogether, if we so far we have done so 25 beautiful mental concomitants. Please try to remember. The main point is that we have to remember all the 25 beautiful mental concomitants. So among them we can make a 4 group. Okay, one is Number one group is the Sovana Sadharana, beautiful universal mental concomitants. Number two group is a Vidati, three abstinence. Okay, so that is three: Sama Vaja, Sama Gamanda, Sama Ajiva. And then another group is a Karuna Mudita. They are appamaññā, two appamaññā. Karuna, compassion, and Mudita, appreciate the joy. And then the last one is a paññā. Okay, so altogether we get a 25 beautiful mental concomitants. So among them, these are 19, okay, 98 guna visati, 90 beautiful universal mental concomitants. They associate whenever they arise, whenever wholesome dhammas are there. Okay. So they always associate with all kinds of wholesome mental states. So, but as Samavaja, Samagamanda, Sama Ajiva, only when they refrain from doing immoral actions, immoral livelihood, so they can associate. Okay, and also when they ride together with the Lokotara Jeta, they are all the time present. So Karuna and Mudita, so as you see, compassion and appreciative joy, only when they take an external object, okay, they can arise. So for the paññā also, paññā is there, only when we penetratively understand, there is a paññā arises. So that's why sometimes they associate with the wholesome consciousness, sometimes they do not. Okay, in some contexts they do not. So that's why we try to understand maybe 5 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4 groups. Okay. So that is all together about the 52 Cetasika, Anyasamana 13, Agusala 14, and then Sovana Cetasika 25. So altogether 52 Cetasikas are studied together with their characteristics, function, manifestation, proximate cause. So that will be very helpful for you. Please try to remember this Cetasika. So later on, we will study Sambayoga method, okay, association method, okay, and also Sangaha method, okay. So that is an inclusion method. So that will be studied. Okay, with this today we will conclude for this lecture.
Sorry, Sayadaw.
Mm.
There's one question from a student.
Yeah.
So his question is, Vandami Bande, when we see the people, the beings who are suffering, if we contemplate the karma and the karma vipaka as the bad action will bring the bad effects. So this contemplation, can we say, is ayoniso manasikara?
No. Yeah, it is not like, it is what? Other day, we are, our mentality is a change to be ubeka, okay? No longer karuna. When you see, but sometimes you see people who are suffering, you can save, you can help them liberated from that kind of a misery. Then other time you develop a karuna. Sometimes you can't help, okay? You out of reach. Other time what you have to do is ubeka. Ubeka is a contemplating, is a sabesata, kama yoni, kama bandhu, kama padisarana. This is the result of a good or bad action. Everyone is a heir to the karma, and so on. That is what ubeka, neutrality is in there. So not the ionis of manasikara. So, but if we are happy, if we are happy, other than you can understand that when you see someone, maybe your enemy is in trouble. Other day you are happy, you smile very big. Other day it is Ayoniso Manasikara there. Okay. Then you may also say now you enjoy your what you sow, now you are reaping. So that is, we can understand in that condition, that is what because of Ayoniso Manasikara, you can live with the divine or noble way of living. Your noble way of living, the way to live in a noble manner is that external object like a Sukhita or Dukkita beings, when you see, you are able to maintain your noble status. Okay, it means because of their suffering, you don't have been, and also because of their habit, their positions, you don't feel jealous. So unshake, it is not. It will not shake you. It will not move you to the defiling status. So that means that you are maintaining your noble status. So otherwise, then maybe when you see your enemy is in trouble, so you are very happy and then you laugh a lot. You laugh at, okay? So that is what Ayoniso Manasikara. So if you contemplate on the mind is a result, that day you don't, your mind is not defined. Okay, so then we cannot say it is Ayoniso Manasikara. So it's up to the way you pay attention. Okay, thank you. Very good question. So
Okay, thank you so much, Sayadaw.
okay. So we will conclude by reciting Buddha Sasana Chiran Ditatu. Buddha Sasana Chiran Ditatu. Buddha Sasana Chiran Ditatu. Buddha Sasana Chiran Ditatu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.